Yeah, I think you're right with that. But anyways, moving on to the Giro d'Italia, and I had
Yes.
the strange experience, which was very nice, being with them on the Monte Grappa stage. There was only four of the riders left last year. Not a great Giro d'Italia from them. They got stage wins. Did they get a stage win? Anyways, Brooks was the big card that they were hoping for, and white jersey looked like a top five position was on the cards, but obviously got sick. For the Giro this year, there has been murmurs of Jonas Vingegaard. So, I mean, Patrick, who would you send to the team? And do you think maybe we are going to see Jonas Vingegaard going here? And would he be our first, I think, even Danish winner of the Giro as well?
I would like to see him at the Giro. Yeah, for the same reason that I liked seeing Tadej at the Giro. Although, is it just going to be another kind of cakewalk victory for somebody? Maybe. But Jonas going to the Tour would be interesting just because it's what Tadej did, and
The
therefore it's going to
Giro,
be. Sorry, yeah. What did I say?
the tour. Well, it
Well,
is
he's
a
going to go to
tour.
the Tour as well, isn't he? Jonas going to the Giro will be interesting because it's what Tadej did this year, and whether he can do the Giro Tour double. And maybe people are now thinking, is the Giro actually now optimal preparation for the Tour? Maybe it is, but let's go hypothetically. I'll play your game, Scott. Jonas goes to the Giro. Who's going to go with him? I reckon Brooks would go with him as well, so that he can put these demons behind him once and for all and not go as a leader, go as a domestique. Pressure's not on him and he can try pick up a top 10 as well. Brilliant. Right. Solid. Do that. Now, outside of them, who would I send? I'm looking mainly at Olaf Koy and whether I might be tempted to send him to the tour and
Oh,
therefore
at the
whether he would.
tour. Ooh.
Yeah, well, this is a guy who's been at this squad now. He's been getting some good results. Does he deserve a tour spot by now? I feel like he kind of does. But it is going to take away from Jonas. Thing is, it's going to take away from Jonas either way, because he's going to either go to the Giro or he's going to go to the Tour. Either way, he's going to be detracting from Jonas. This is a guy who's too good to be going to the Vuelta as his sole Grand Tour of the year. Like, he needs to be going to some of the bigger races. But also, yeah, okay, going back to the Giro. Sorry, got sidetracked. Affini, probably. He'll probably go there. Valter usually goes there as well. Bart Lemon, Van Baal. Would you reserve Simon Yates for the tour?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Or you send him as the lone leader to the Giro. But I
Yeah.
think if we are entertaining the thought of Jonas Vingegaard going here and winning, I would do exactly what UAE skeleton squad at the Giro and then full blast at the Tour.
Yeah, because by and large, you'd think that as long as Tade doesn't go here, and probably, well, he'd be able to beat Remco and Roglic, I think, on, level ground, level playing field. Nobody injured or anything. Like you say, just send an absolute, B/T/C squad, and Jonas will just win because he's the best climber there is in the, I don't know, in the race. Yeah, you could absolutely do that. Send Jonas with just the people I mentioned, maybe even throw in some youngsters in there as well. Maybe send in like Persson Hageners as well. I don't know what I've mentioned him so much. I'm also just quite boisterous about how he could do in the future, and I'd like to see him go to a Grand Tour.
So,
And
okay,
then,
we might as well look at the Tour de France, assuming that Jonas Vingegaard is the leader there as well. Are you putting Wout in the Tour squad or the Giro Vuelta or the whole Sepp Kuss angle? Yeah, and
all
are
right,
you putting Sepp Kuss in the Tour, I guess?
yeah, I guess so.
Yates already quite strong.
Yeah,
Matteo Jorgensen, that's three very strong. Kelderman, four.
yeah,
That's quite a strong mountain
yeah,
train already for Jonas.
yeah. You got Jonas, Sepp, Yates, Jorgensen, Kelderman, Wout, Laporte, and one other. Who we sending? Benoit,
Yeah.
Campenaerts,
Oh, yeah, that'd be quite good.
Van Baal.
Oh, Van Paul, yeah.
You reckon? One of
You're
those?
welcome, Bismail Lisa Bike.
Yeah. Or maybe you don't send, or maybe because you got your mountain trains good, maybe you're sending Kelderman to the Giro. Maybe you take out Kelderman and you put in another ruler if you're feeling a little bit.
You just killed the Koi dream.
Yeah, well, all right. Honestly, Scott, there's no way he's getting in here.
Tour of Austria it is.
Okay, well, Coy goes to the Giro then because Jonas only needs like three people to lead him up a mountain. So to the Giro, you'd send Coy along with the thing is usually Laporte leads him out, but I'm not sending Laporte there. So he's going to have to get led out by
Dan McClay.
Dan McClay. Affini, Tosh Van der Sande.
He didn't seem like he needed any lead out in Paris-Nice, so
No, he probably doesn't, but I don't know who else is going here, so I'm just kind of hedging my bets. He needs to have somebody. He needs to have somebody else who can peak over 1,000 watts, Scott. Like he needs something. We're not going to send him with, Krausweg as support. I haven't even mentioned Krausweg in any of this conversation either. He could go to the Giro as a part of the, as you call it, skeleton squad.
actually that's a phrase borrowed from you, so I can't
Is
take
it?
credit. Yeah.
When did I mention that?
But okay,
Gee.
if Jonas is basically taken out of the well, occupied with the Giro and the Tour, I'm for sure not thinking that you're entertaining the Giro Tour Welter with him because he had the opportunity to do the Welter. Obviously, he became a father for a second time. Welter, who are you sending there? Is that going to be the prize for Simon Yates to try and reclaim what he won in 2018
Yeah, I reckon that's a fair agreement. I'd send him.
with Brooks maybe because he's arrested from the Giro?
Yeah, with Brooks. Could you go with Jorgensen? Is that too much?
What? And then it's just basically who.
Who cracks first?
Yeah, that would be quite
Yeah.
good.
I would like to see Jorgensen after, he's going to be doing the cobbles where he's not an out and out leader. Okay, yeah, he might get to do Paris-Nice or the Dauphiné and be the leader, but he's going to be a domestique in the Tour again. It would be quite cool to see him as how well can he do as a out and out leader in a Grand Tour because he came eighth in the Tour this year, which is really good. And that was in the service of Jonas. So if he goes and does his own thing, where could he finish? I don't know. Maybe that's just a step too far.